Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dan and I am a third-party seller on Amazon. What does that mean? Amazon sells millions and millions of different products, but only about half of those items that are sold on Amazon are owned by Amazon. About half, about 55% of those things are owned by what are known as third-party sellers, like myself. And there's a number of individuals that are third-party sellers that are doing what I'm doing. They're going out to stores, they're finding good deals, they're buying them, and they're reselling them on Amazon for a profit. I've been an Amazon third-party seller for a little over 5 years now. The first 4 years were part-time. I was a part-time reseller. For those of you that don't know, I was a school teacher. I retired this year, but for the last 4 years, I've been I have my teaching job, teaching science, and I was also doing my third-party seller as a part-time job. Just extra money, vacation money. It was Disney money. And last June, I decided to see if I could make this a full-time job. And I did. I was able to turn this into full-time income. Now, turning this into a full-time income, I think it's important to point out that this is not a get-rich-quick thing, okay? This is a business. This is a business that you need to grow and nurture and feed, and it will grow over time. And I really don't recommend anybody to get into Amazon full time. There's a pretty big learning curve when it comes to Amazon. One of my childhood friends, Henry, has just gotten into Amazon, and he's doing this. He's got a full-time job, and he is working this part-time, and he's doing great. He's knocking this thing out of the ballpark. He's really doing a good job. But there's a big learning curve. There's an entire vocabulary to learn when it comes to selling on Amazon. So you want to give yourself time to do that. You want to make small mistakes along the way. Jumping in and doing this full time, if there's the possibility that you might make a big mistake, and you really don't want to do that. So I would suggest starting out small, opening an Amazon seller account, and learning how to do this, how to do FBA, how to do FBM. Now, the difference between the two. FBA is where I purchase a decent amount of inventory, at least 25 items. And when I have 25 or more items, I then create a shipment and I send it off to Amazon, and it goes to an Amazon warehouse. And at that point, I'm done with it. Amazon takes over. They're in charge of shipping it to the customer when it sells. They're responsible for collecting the money. They're responsible for any communication with the customer. They're responsible for any returns. And then when it does sell, then they give me my share of it. Now, the Amazon fees on that are about 30%. So it's not the cheapest way to go. But again, if you're looking at it from a time perspective, FBA is a good way to go because you don't have to worry about checking your inventory every day and checking what you have to ship out every day. Amazon takes care of that for you. Now, the other way is called FBM, Fulfillment by Merchant. Now, Fulfillment by Merchant is a little bit more time consuming. Now, for the first 4 years, I did not do any Fulfillment by Merchant. I was all FBA. I just started doing Fulfillment by Merchant last June, and similar to an eBay thing, when the item sells, you have to ship it to the customer. You're responsible for the customer service. You're responsible for the returns for the most part if a customer wants to return something. So it's a little bit more time consuming. And the fees are less. They're about 15%. When you factor in the shipping, because how you have it listed, maybe you're paying for the shipping, you save a little bit. By doing FBM, you make a couple percentage more, not a tremendous amount. I primarily use FBM to ship out my slow movers. If I've got products that just don't sell that well, I will use FBM to sell those items, and that works out that way because also with FBA, if you're shipping them into Amazon, if they're there for a while, you have to pay storage fees to Amazon. So if you are FBM and you're selling them from your house, you don't have to worry about that. So if an item's really slow and there's only a couple sellers and you're one of them and you're making 200% ROI, well, put it in your closet and just wait for it to sell. That's what I do with I won't say a lot, but a number of items I have listed as FBM that are slow movers, and when they sell, I make good profit on it. So that's a little bit of difference between FBA and FBM. I would say about 80% of the things that I'm selling, I have FBA. I do about 20% FBM. So that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit how I got into this. This is no doubt a good opportunity for individuals to make some spare income, to have a second job, a side gig, a side hustle, whatever you want to call it. People's buying habits have been changed since COVID. People are going to continue shopping online. That's just the way our society has shifted. I'm pretty confident about that. So I think that there is plenty of room in the market for individuals to do what I'm doing. Plenty of stores out there to source from. And then you can also do what's known as AO, online arbitrage, where you sit at your computer and you buy things virtually and have them shipped to your house. I did that a little bit, but I really like RA, retail arbitrage. I like going to stores and I like finding deals. I dig that. It's fun. I enjoy doing that. I'm going to be doing that later today, actually. So that brings us to this video. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is, the first part of it is my sourcing trip that I did last week. I went to 5 different Ollies. I show you some of the stuff that I got. I talk about the profit that I made. And then I'm also going to show you what I do for the following week. What is my week like as an Amazon seller? Yes, I go out, I go sourcing, but then what do I do when I'm not sourcing? Some days I don't do anything. I go and I cut a lot of grass. I walk my dogs. Some days I'm organizing and getting ready for the next shipment. So this video series is kind of going to be broken into 2 parts. I'm going to show you my sourcing trip, and then I'm going to show you a week in the life of a third-party seller, an Amazon third-party seller. So I hope you enjoy this. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It's a big help. And thanks a lot. Without any further ado, here is my sourcing trip. This is one of the reasons why I like my new career. Well, we're at our first Ollies. We're heading in. Pretty excited. Haven't been to this Ollies in a while, and I've done well. This is a fairly new Ollies that I'm going to. Store always looks good. They do a good job of keeping it nice and clean. And I've been told that with newer stores, they always send good product to try and get people that are living in the area to go to the store. So excited to go in this one. Let's see what we can find. Well, heading down the food aisle, and our first item for today is this Harry and David. Great name. The raspberry truffles. I am currently selling them. What have I sold? I have sold 5 of them so far. I just got them. Selling for $23.49. I get them for $5. Decent profit. We're gonna pick up 12. So we're in the candy aisle, and they have these Dove eggs, dark chocolate. I have the milk chocolate, almost sold out of those. So I think this is a pretty good deal. I've scanned it. There's the item. There's 8 other sellers. Sales rank 14,000. That's pretty good. It's not specifically Easter. I can sell it for $12. It costs me 3. Shipping should be less than $5. It's less than a pound, so the shipping should be less than a pound. So 3, 5, 8, like $4 on each one. Price might tank a little bit, but I'm not losing money, so I'm gonna get a bunch of these. I don't think I'm gonna take them all, but I'm gonna take a good bit, maybe 20. All right, heading down. I don't know what all this is. Coffee. Check out the coffees. That Tazo was good, but expiration was, if it wasn't expired, it was pretty close to being expired. Continuing down the aisle, we've got some of these Mios that we already have. We're going to be getting some of them. We're definitely getting the tropical cherry. I need to check out the orchard apple, and that with a watermelon lemonade, maybe a couple others. Expirations are pretty good there. And then we also have these coffees. Good profit with these coffees. So we are getting all of these coffees. That right there. This just made the trip to come to this Ollies. Starting down the HBA aisle. Nothing in this aisle. I've scanned most of this stuff before. No profit, and if there is some profit, then there's a lot of competition. Thought about getting some of those. It's a break-even price right now. Summer's coming up. There's a lot here, so I decided to pass on that. There was something in here I wanted to point out. Oh, this. So this Flonase, I had picked up this Flonase about a month ago, and I got an IP claim on it, intellectual property claim. That was pretty much just the owner saying, stop selling my stuff. So I had to pull it off and try and sell it on eBay, and that happens. Nothing else in this aisle. When I go to the next aisle, however, we'll come back to the toothpaste and check it out. But I wanted to draw your attention to this. This is gold right here. I'm selling this right now for $15. Probably got $7-8 profit on each one, and there's a few of them. Expiration is good on the ones I purchased before, so this is awesome. Very good. Let's just check and see what the sales rank is for right now. Prices dropped a little bit. It's down to $12, but still, look at that sales rank. 900 sales rank. This is a good item. I might even just hold on to this and sell it over the summertime. It's a great item. Very excited. Awesome. I've checked out the toothpaste. They do have some of this sensitive gum. We'll be getting all of that. The rest, some profit, not tremendous amount of profit. So this one was pretty good, but the expiration I think is in July. I just don't want to get stuck with it. This fresh mint, I have some of this. I'm currently selling it, but when I scanned it, I see that I am being undercut by my price by a good bit, and I would just barely make profit. And this expires in October. It has a 6-pack. So I'm going to pass on getting any more of this. I want to sell out of it with an October expiration and a 6-pack. It's going to last a long time, so I don't want to get anybody complaining that I'm selling product that's too close to expiration with a 6-pack. If it were a single, I wouldn't worry about it, but it's a 6-pack. I mean, how many people go through 6 tubes of toothpaste in 5 months? Maybe, but most probably not, so I passed on that. I have a bunch of this Burt's Bees. What's the expiration on there? March of 23. You know what, I'm gonna get these. I know that the profit was good, but I'm making a mess on this side. I keep dropping. They've got everything jammed in here, and every time I go to scan something, I knock something down. So the employees probably think I'm making a mess in here. But I'm not. I'm cleaning back up. So yeah, we're going to get the rest of those, and we're going to get the crest. Where's that? We're going to get the crest sensitive. We have a lot, but again, the expiration on this is March of 23. I feel good about it. It's a good sales rank, so yeah, we're going all in with that one. Alright, so we're starting down the toy aisle, and they've also got the sports and insulated drink holders. I was looking for the insulated drink holder that we purchased a couple weeks ago. They didn't have any. I scanned a couple of these. They do have some new ones. Either no profit or it didn't scan well. And then I saw this. It's a good name. Nice pair of binoculars. I might keep a pair just for myself because I can never have too many binoculars. I'm leery about getting a name like that, an item like that. I'm just concerned about getting an IP complaint. But when we scan it, you see that it is selling for $40. 21 sellers. Look at that sales rank. That is a phenomenal sales rank. Have to be a little concerned that price is going to tank at some point, but even if it tanks a little bit, we're getting it for $18. So we're making $13 on each of these. The price as is. With that many sellers, you've got 18 sellers in the market. That makes me think that there are no IP complaints on it, no intellectual property complaints. I'm feeling good about that. That's a good product. What do we got? We got 5, looks like 9 of them. Yeah, I'm going to take them all. I mean, it's almost $200 in profit just in that item. Awesome. Good item. Also picked up this item right here. I have a bunch of them. Price is selling for $20 now. Summer coming up. I picked up 5 more. Why not? It's a good item. We're heading down the toy aisle, and I'm seeing a lot of new toys coming in. Scanned a few of them. I'm seeing a lot of quantities though. That concerns me. So I'm probably gonna stay away from those. I picked a couple of these up a couple weeks ago. There's 3 of them here. I'm definitely getting this item right here. This is a good item. I'll come back to that. The rest of the aisle, I have a bunch of those. That'll be a good seller. Looks like you're getting a lot of them in though. And then we've got some new toys. There's a lot of new Frozen stuff. I have a bunch of these. Where am I? I have a bunch of these. These new Frozen dolls, Anna and Elsa. They're nice, but they don't scan. The one that does scan doesn't have a sales rank, so I'm going to leave that alone. These are pretty cool. From Wreck-It Ralph, where they put the other Barbies in there. It's pretty cool. They've got the Elsa and Anna, and then there's Moana and Snow White. These are pretty cool. No profit in them. Yeah, the movie wasn't that big of a hit. I loved it, but the movie wasn't that big of a hit, so I'm going to pass on those. But these are all new. All these dolls are all new. I have a bunch of Raya dolls. Now this Raya doll doesn't scan, but I bought like 10 of them just because I thought that they would by Christmas. That movie didn't do so well either. There's another Mira. The rank on that's not very good. Yeah. This side, I'm definitely going to be getting this. I'll come back and get that. I sold this last year. This is selling for $30. Frank's not great right now. I'll just hold on to it for Christmas. This is a good item. I'll definitely sell Christmas. I have a lot of these. I have a lot of this Avengers. G.I. Joe didn't do so well. I checked all these out. I have a bunch of those. Everything else, a lot of new stuff. The Discovery Store stuff. Can't sell it. Can't sell it. So that was the toy aisle. That was one toy aisle. I just finished the first stop. We've got 3 carts. Carts are small, but that's all right. We'll take the 3 carts, some pretty good profit. Good first stop. On to the next one, about a half an hour away. Very good start. Well, that concludes part 1 of this series where I went sourcing to 5 different Ollies. That was just one Ollies. The next video, I'll cover the other 4 Ollies that I go to. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please hit the like button. Post any comments that you may have, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, and have a great day.